We are getting a taste of spring in Madison this weekend. Chris is tracking 40-degree temperatures today, but it's winter in our state, so we know it won't last. And voters on the west side of the country are getting ready to cast their ballots. We have a preview of today's Nevada caucuses.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for starting your day with us here on News 3 Now. It's Saturday, February 26th. I'm Keely Arthur, in with meteorologist Chris Reese. Chris, I'm so happy that we're back together.
It has been so long,
It's
Keely.
been like 2 weeks, but doesn't it
It's
feel
felt like 6 months?
It has.
I know. It has felt like a very long time.
And you are bringing a gorgeous forecast with you.
Just for you. Just for you. This forecast is going to be hot. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys how things are beginning to play out for us. We're already noticing temperatures that are warmer than they were 24 hours ago. Now, if you've watched the past couple of days, especially in the afternoons, that's been my promise to you guys, that we would see warmer temperatures than the day before just about every day as we continue to roll on through the weekend. This is the last day that I will make that promise of warmer temperatures than yesterday, but even tomorrow will be a little bit warmer. Here's how the temperatures are shaping up for us right now. 26 in Madison. Winds are out of the south and southwest at 7 miles per hour. Now, that southwest wind, that sticks with us as we go through today, this afternoon, tonight, and into tomorrow morning. So that's why we're going to continue to see these milder temperatures. And you were just minutes away from me breaking down the 40s that we have in the forecast, along with that next chance for wintry weather. So that's the tease. I'll go ahead and give a little spoiler. It does not last, but I am tracking the potential for accumulating snow early next week.
But perfect timing in terms of the weekend, because we are going to see the really nice weather when most people are off of work.
Yeah, so I was like, most people. I like that little tag
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yes, I will make sure to get outside today. I want to encourage people to get outside today before those changes head our direction.
All right, thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, the biggest story of the day news-wise is in Nevada as voters there get ready to caucus. Most of the Democrats running for president worked late into the night campaigning around the state, except for Bernie Sanders, who is campaigning in neighboring California. California has the most delegates to award on the March 3rd Super Tuesday primaries. Sanders is leading in Nevada's polls by double digits heading into today. Nevada won't be using that same app that crashed during the Iowa caucuses. They'll use iPads now. Michael Bloomberg is not on today's ballot.
The real winner in the debate last night was Donald Trump. Because I worry that we may very well be on the way to nominating somebody who cannot win in November.
A new Quinnipiac poll is out showing how the remaining Democratic candidates would fare against President Trump here in Wisconsin. It shows that among registered voters, President Trump beats all Democratic candidates by between 7 and 11 percentage points. By the closest margin, the president would beat Senator Bernie Sanders in Wisconsin 50-43. The president is also ahead of former Vice President Joe Biden by 7%. That's a margin of 49-42. The next closest candidates are Buttigieg and Bloomberg, trailing President Trump by 8% and a margin of 49-41%. Amy Klobuchar is the least likely to beat the president, according to that poll. Looking ahead, Rock County law enforcement is headed to Milwaukee in July to help out the Democratic National Convention. Beloit is sending 8 members of their force to the DNC to help with crowd control. Now, this crew is trained with strategists and tactics involved in ensuring public safety at large events. The Beloit police chief says the opportunity to help out will be great for his department.
Reciprocity and partnership really is an important part in law enforcement. And as the year plays on, all of us will probably need some help at certain points, and it's nice to know that we have that reciprocity in place.
Beloit police officers are also preparing for events back at home, expecting to host more people than usual during this campaign season. Well, into our Channel 3000 Alert Center overnight, a good reminder to lock up. Madison police say a man was robbed while he was in his own home on the 500 block of Dayton Street overnight. Officers say the suspect got in through an unlocked door. The homeowner heard the suspect leave and told police several personal items were stolen. Anyone with information is asked to call police. A former UW-Madison football player is now officially being charged in a double homicide over in Janesville. According to court documents, Marcus Randall L. is now facing 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. Randall L. reportedly turned himself in to Chicago law enforcement last week. He is accused of killing 2 women, Brittany McAdory and Sierra Winchester, who were both found dead along the side of the road near an interstate in Janesville on February 10th. Court records show Randall L. was spotted on surveillance in one of the victim's stolen Jeeps after that crime had happened. A Rock County man responsible for dealing fentanyl-laced heroin that killed a young woman will spend the next 7 years in prison. Chaz Harris was given that sentence, followed by 10 years of extended supervision in Rock County. This is longer than that recommended sentence from the state's attorney's office. In December 2018, a young woman overdosed on drugs that he had given to her. Judge John Wood says that crime needs a stricter punishment.
People who are involved in drug use and the drug trade, whether you're a user or a seller, you're engaged in a very deadly activity.
Harris has been in jail since he was linked to that incident in last May. The former principal of Jefferson Middle School, who was on an extended leave of absence, has now officially resigned from the position and will not be returning to school or even the district. According to a letter sent to parents, Dr. Tequila Kurtz says the decision came after a BB gun incident where a student shot 2 classmates while getting off the bus, and the anonymous release of that student's disciplinary history. She says following that, she began to receive threats. She wrote in part, while hiding behind anonymity for months, they have been engaging in a campaign of harassment, targeting me, sending me scores of bizarre, threatening emails. It's gotten to the point where for months I have legitimately feared for my safety. We have her full statement up on our website. New this morning, as the death toll from the coronavirus keeps rising, so do global fears about its transmission. Overnight, a dozen more cases have been confirmed at a single nursing home in Wuhan, China. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, violent protests flared up as evacuees returned to the country from China and prepared to enter a quarantine. Authorities insist the travelers, most of them Ukrainian, are healthy, and the quarantine is just a precaution. As buses with more than 70 evacuees got closer, though, angry crowds built a roadblock, lighting fires and in the street and throwing stones at those cars. Right now, South Korea is also reporting more than 200 new cases of the virus. Back here in the U.S., the CDC is reporting an additional 13 children have died from the flu last week around the country. That brings the total number of deaths this season to 105. The CDC began reporting stats on pediatric flu deaths in 2004, and compared to this year, only the 2009 flu pandemic resulted in more deaths at this point in the season. More local news now. Department store Gordman's is closing its Madison location over at Easttown Mall. Its parent company says the stores didn't have an exact date when the closure was going to happen, but Gordman's did file for bankruptcy back in 2017. Most of us are more than ready for this snow to melt, and starting this weekend, it's going to happen. But when it does, it could pose a threat to some Wisconsin communities. The National Weather Service is warning there is an above-average risk for flooding in our area this spring, especially in Sauk County. Emergency management teams there are already preparing. The National Weather Service says there's about 2 inches of water in our snowpack, which is higher than the usual in the state. And climatologists say some rivers are also running pretty high.
We've had a lot of precipitation. In fact, last year was a record for the state in 125 years statewide.
There is potential for moderate to extreme flooding along the Mississippi and Wisconsin rivers and this spring, as well as in other major areas. But it really all depends on how quickly temperatures rise and how much rain we actually get. Right now, hospitals across the country are grappling with nursing shortages and a turnover rate nationwide of 14%. And Madison is no exception, with a turnover rate of 13%. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says by 2022, there will be a deficit of nearly 1 million nurses. We spoke to a nurse at UW Health who says the shortage is causing burnout, and many leave the industry after their first year on the job.
think nurses tend to be nurses at home too. And so therefore it's even harder because you don't really stop being in charge of or caring for other people, much less ourselves as nurses.
Tomorrow morning on News 3 Now, starting at 6:30, our Jamie Perez explores the reasons for the nursing shortage and what the UW is doing to increase the amount of nurses locally. The Milwaukee Brewers are getting ready to take the field for their very first spring training game of the season this afternoon in Arizona, and you can catch a new face with them, free agent Brock Holt. The 31-year-old has spent the last several years with the Boston Red Sox, where he earned an All-Star nod in 2015. For the Brewers, he brings flexibility to their lineup as he started every position except for pitcher and catcher. This week, he talked about how he feels joining the team, and General Manager David Stearns shared why this signing was so important for this year.
You know, you always want to feel wanted anywhere you're going, no matter what, no matter what you do. So, I felt like the Brewers wanted me to be here, and that was a deciding factor for me to get a deal done. And I couldn't be more excited to be here now.
He's been a guy that's been on our radar for a while. In fact, going all the way back to the Travis Shaw trade. He's someone who we had talked about as a good fit within our organization. So to make this happen, to bring him in as part of the group, I think it's a really beneficial agreement for both sides.
Today's game is at 2:05 against the Rangers. Go Brewers. While you are taking a live look over the Capitol, Chris is tracking your forecast just ahead.
Have a consumer issue? Contact the News 3 Now Call for Action team.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture on the line, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
Go in the snow plus MPG, your Subaru Ascent from Don Miller. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and 27 MPG highway, the Ascent will get you through in great shape. It's the roomiest Subaru ever. The Ascent has third-row seating and space for 7 or 8 passengers. The 2020 Ascent Premium, lease from only $319 a month, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $19.99 due on signing, no security deposit. Don Miller Subaru, west on Odana or east side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful new 5G network in Wisconsin that breaks down barriers. Because it's only fair that you get uninterrupted service, so you can work without obstacles and stream without disruptions. It's 5G that works where you need it. 5G is coming soon to Wisconsin. Get $500 off all 5G-ready Samsung Galaxy S20 smartphones when you pre-order. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
Our Home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're seeing some warmer temperatures this weekend, but one of the things I always like to remind folks is that when you see warmer temperatures around this time of the year, it's typically ahead of a big push of cold. That's exactly the case as we go through the middle of the week ahead. Look for colder air to begin to pour into the upper Midwest. When you go from warm to a big push of cold, there's oftentimes a storm system that develops along that. We're going to be watching that chance as well as we go through the coming days. So now temperatures are starting out a lot warmer this morning than they were yesterday. We're 14 degrees warmer here in Madison, Milwaukee, 17 degrees warmer. That's all thanks to those winds that continue to roll our direction from the south and west. And as long as we have that sustained southwest wind, we're going to be warmer, and that begins to eat into the snowpack. Right now, the snow depth in Madison and points towards the north is about 9 to 15 inches, depending on where you are. Now, as you work your way over towards Milwaukee, the ground's likely going to become bare by the time we get you through this weekend. Well, like I mentioned, we do have that southwesterly wind. Here's the deal. As long as we keep those winds out of the south and west, folks, especially back south of I-80 where there is no snow, you're able to get that warm air and truly carry it towards the north because that snow is not able to cool down the air that is blowing your direction. So look for the snow to continue to melt. That does mean that despite the sunshine, your car is going to get dirty as we go through the weekend if you're out driving around. 26 is our temperature right now. Most of us are seeing those temperatures into the upper 20s, and we're beginning to knock on the door of 30 in some spots. We'll be at 34 by the time we get you towards lunch today. Check out that high, 41. And then overnight tonight, we still don't cool down as much as we typically would. We'll see those overnight lows in the upper 20s to right around 30. Then we continue to warm up into the low and perhaps even mid 40s by the time we get you into your Sunday. But we're going to see more cloud cover come our direction as we move into Sunday as well. The warmth that's out there this weekend, that's brought to high pressure towards our south. So that continues to send the warm southwesterly wind our direction. But this new area of low pressure continues to develop. That's why we're going to see the cloud cover begin to increase as we move into your Sunday. Now, what comes our direction Monday? I do expect to stay towards the south. That'll likely be a mix across parts of northern Illinois. But then it's the secondary round of low pressure that develops. I expect us to be on the cold side with this one. So I've dropped the rain and snow forecast from Monday. I've added that in to Tuesday, and I've made it all snow at this point instead of rain. And some of that could be accumulating. I've not added an alert day to the forecast just yet. I'm thinking about it. I will continue to watch things as we go through the weekend and maybe add those alert days to the forecast tomorrow morning, or Dana may do that tomorrow afternoon. We just want to watch this a little bit more closely before we make that decision.
Good to know. Thank you for tracking all that, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, it's not even March yet, but you can get your St. Patty's Day fix a little early thanks to McDonald's. The minty green Shamrock Shake is back on the menu this weekend for the first time in 3 years. It'll also be joined by the new Oreo Shamrock McFlurry. Both will be available for a limited time this season. The light green drink is made with vanilla soft serve ice cream, artificially flavored Shamrock Shake syrup, and whipped topping. The drink has about 820 calories in it. Well, a Madison West freshman is trying to raise money for a 7-year-old battling leukemia. Tia Byrne is one of a dozen Madison students competing to be one of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Students of the Year. Byrne is partnering with more than 30 businesses on Monroe Street to sell buttons where proceeds go directly to her Knocking It for Noah campaign, which will benefit 7-year-old Noah Sanger, who is battling the cancer.
I've been really honored to be a part of it, and I love helping out my community and raising money, and it makes me so happy that other people are also willing to help me, because I can definitely not do it alone.
We were so touched when Tia and her team came to us because they were passionate about raising money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Tia says her goal is to raise $30,000 by March 6th. Good luck to her. Time right now, 8:17, and whether you're a fan of a classic horror film, a well-done remake, or a musical documentary, the newest movie releases have something for everyone. And Will Loper is sharing the best shows and movies you can watch without ever having to leave your home in this week's 3 Things to Watch. Trending news is just ahead on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday.
Steinhaffel's line of factory direct mattresses cuts out the middleman and passes the savings on to you. And right now, get a free box spring with select mattresses, exclusively at Steinhaffel's and Steinhaffel's mattress stores.
Surgenian's 90-year history means you pay $90 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad, your furniture moved, and your old carpet recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can plunge you into deep, depressive lows. Take you to uncontrollable highs. Or make you feel both at once. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1 symptoms? Ask about Vraylar. Some medications only treat the lows or the highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1. Full spectrum relief of all symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction. Or uncontrollable muscle movements may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Metabolic changes may occur. Movement dysfunction, restlessness, sleepiness, stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on tech. Load up on style. Load up on fun. And load up on savings. Hurry, get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Right now, get $1,000 TFS cash when you finance a new 2020 RAV4 or lease a new RAV4 for $239 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
A problem solver for president. That's Mike Bloomberg. A middle-class kid who built a global company from scratch. Mayor of New York, rebuilding the city after the 9/11 terrorist attack, creating 450,000 jobs. Running for president and on a roll. Workable plans to deliver on better health care, affordable college, job creation. Common sense plans to beat Trump, fix the chaos in Washington, and get things done.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Steinhaffel sells more Tempur-Pedics than anyone else. And right now, get $300 in Steinhaffel's cash with any Tempur-Pedic. Get a Tempur-Pedic mattress for only $35 per month with Steinhaffel's 0% financing. We are your #1 Tempur-Pedic dealer.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what is trending this morning. This year's Tribeca Film Festival will open with a documentary featuring former President Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, rock and roll president, shows how his passion for music gave him an unexpected edge as a presidential candidate. Billed as a rockumentary style presidential portrait, it features interviews with Carter and rare footage of Willie Nelson, Aretha Franklin, and more. The 19th annual Tribeca Film Festival is set to run April 15th. Through the 26th. Well, heart-pounding and haunting. The latest trailer for The Invisible Man teases a terrifying reboot of a classic. The film stars Elizabeth Moss as Cecilia, a woman who escapes her ex-husband who was abusive, and then she's told he is dead, but he actually turned himself invisible. The Invisible Man hits theaters February 28th. But first, this weekend, Jane Austen's classic novel Emma is returning to the big screen again. The movie follows Emma Woodhouse, who meddles in the romantic lives of friends and nearly misses her own chance at love. The stars say it was easy to bring the story to life because of Austen's clever writing. Emma is now showing. And you don't have to head to the theaters to watch something really good this weekend. Here's Will Loper's 3 things to watch.
Hello, neighbor.
New on home video this week is the film A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
You okay? Profiling Mr. Rogers.
Lloyd, please don't ruin my childhood.
A jaded journalist goes to interview the famous children's television star Fred Rogers, played by Tom Hanks, unable to believe anyone so kind exists.
We are trying to give the world positive ways of dealing with their feelings.
Yeah? Like what?
play all the lowest keys on a piano at the same time.
A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is available to rent or buy everywhere now.
I think the best thing we can do is to let people know that each one of them is precious.
You know what the best revenge is? Revenge.
Newly streaming on Amazon Prime this week is the series Hunters.
What do you say?
I want in.
Agent Morris, I think there's Nazis living in America, and someone out there's taking them out.
Al Pacino and Logan Lerman star as a group of Nazi hunters who have discovered hundreds of Nazi officials hidden among us, planning a Fourth Reich, and the hunters must put a stop to it.
They're broadcasting something. It's a coded message.
And we find them before they find us.
I'm trying to save the world.
All 10 episodes of Hunters are streaming on Amazon Prime now.
You do this, you become the evil you are fighting.
When we all come together for a meal, you appreciate it because it doesn't happen all the time.
Finally, newly streaming on Netflix this week is the third volume of The Chef Show.
How do you know when that's done?
I'm looking at the cheese, I'm looking at the bottom.
I saw you and Chef making that grilled cheese sandwich. That's why I'm here. That's crazy.
Jon Favreau and Roy Choi explore recipes and cooking techniques every episode, with a few famous faces thrown in for flavor.
So much of our culture lives in our food. And if you ate something growing up and you have a taste for it, you seek it out, that's going to keep that alive. The food sticks with you.
Thank you for having us in your kitchen.
All 20 episodes of The Chef Show are available to stream on Netflix now.
That we're using critique.
Yes, this is a confusing recipe, guys. No one's going to be able to cook this.
Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
From movies to music, the Foo Fighters are making a stop in Wisconsin as part of their 25th anniversary celebration. They'll perform May 10th in Green Bay. Each show on the Van Tour will feature a special opening attraction, a sneak peek excerpt from Dave Grohl's brand new documentary, What Drives Us. Tickets just went on sale yesterday. And for younger music fans, get ready. BTS, the South Korean boy band, will make another appearance on the Late Late Show with James Corden, this time for some carpool karaoke. The groups last appeared in January on the show. They are premiering their single Black Swan. BTS's Carpool Karaoke airs this Tuesday right here on CBS. And we are following the latest on an overnight robbery in downtown Madison and an update to always lock your car in home. Plus, the color purple is on both stage and screen this weekend in Madison, marking the film's 35th anniversary and celebrating several successful years as a musical. We'll head backstage at the Overtures production right after this.
Big news, America. The President's Day sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Check out adjustable bases starting as low as $4.99. Or get the Summit Queen, only $189.99, plus 7 years, no interest. Hurry, the extended President's Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love them.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one, too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it. I'm going to go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on most 2020 Blazer models. That's on top of most other offers. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
The new year is well underway. It's time to shake off the dust and get a jump start on your home improvement projects with Feldco. For a limited time, save 40% on our energy-efficient windows. And if you get your home windows replaced now, you can take advantage of no interest until 2021. This is an opportunity you don't want to pass up.
40% off and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Honk, honk, yes! Woohoo!
I don't mean to be
be nosy, but why are you so excited?
I'm on my way to get an oil change.
An oil change?
At Meineke, they not only replace my oil and top off my fluids, they also rotate my tires for free.
That does sound pretty awesome.
It is!
Maybe I should do that too.
Join the Meineke Rewards program to earn points for the dollars you spend. Receive free roadside assistance with select oil change packages. Go to Meineke.com to sign up today.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years.
Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
Big news, America. The President's Day sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Check out adjustable bases starting as low as $4.99. Or get the Summit Queen, only $189.99, plus 7 years, no interest. Hurry, the extended President's Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning. It's February 22nd. I'm Keely Arthur. We'll get a check of your sunny Saturday forecast with Chris in just a second. But first, Madison police say a man was robbed at his downtown home overnight while he was inside. It happened on the 500 block of Dayton Street. Officers say the robber got in through an unlocked door. The homeowner heard that person leave and told police several personal items were missing. Anyone with information is asked to call authorities. And perhaps the biggest story of the day is over in Nevada as voters there get ready to caucus. Most of the Democrats running for president worked late into the night campaigning around that state, except for Senator Bernie Sanders, who is campaigning in neighboring California. California has the most delegates to award on March 3rd, Super Tuesday primaries. Right now, Sanders is leading in Nevada's polls by double digits heading into today's caucus. Nevada won't be using the same app that crashed during the Iowa caucuses. They'll now use iPads. Michael Bloomberg is not on that ballot. And the Milwaukee Brewers are getting ready to take the field for their very first spring training game of the season this afternoon in Arizona. And you'll catch a new face with them, free agent Brock Holt. The 31-year-old has spent the last several seasons with the Boston Red Sox, where he earned an All-Star nod in 2015. Also new this season, Christian Yelich is switching positions from right to left field. First pitch is at 2:05 against the Rangers. And Chris, it's not quite Arizona-like temperatures, but pretty warm out there.
It could be Arizona if you think about it hard enough, Keely. One of the things is for sure, we are warmer out there than we were yesterday. Yesterday was warmer than the day before, and well, the trend continues. And tomorrow will probably be closer to the same, but we'll still see some of those warmer temperatures into the afternoon. 18 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago along the state line. That's for Monroe and Janesville. Madison, 14 degrees warmer. Let's head out to Boscobel, one of the bullseyes. 23 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. And folks, there's plenty of sunshine out there. That means as long as we keep the sunshine, we continue to stay warm, and there's a warm southwest wind. So that snow is going to get ready to melt in likely a big way as we go through the weekend before, well, chances for more snow as we head into early next week. 26 for temperature right now. Those winds do remain in place out of the south and west. Sustained at 12 miles per hour in Monroe, 7 mile per hour winds as you work your way in Madison. I think these winds, or I expect these winds even, to increase just a little bit more as we continue to move into the afternoon. We keep the 40s in the forecast, but we are watching that next threat of a winter storm. Keely, that full forecast coming up in about, say, 10 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Well, 35 years ago, the movie The Color Purple was released to box office success and critical acclaim. In 2005, it was turned into a Broadway musical, and it was revived on Broadway in 2015. The national touring of that company has set up shop at the Overture Center this weekend, and our Michael Bruno takes us backstage at The Color Purple.
The stage version has the daunting task of putting all 40 years of this story into 2 hours. And so that's actually one of my favorite things about telling this story is the fact that once we start, the train just sort of keeps on rolling, and you get a really full sense of this lifetime, you know, in a beautiful 2 hours of theater. Once the audience sort of gets the idea, it's an invitation for you to become a part of the storytelling with us, and for you to use your own imagination to fill in the blanks. What can you make in your imagination out of a few chairs and a few pieces of fabric, right? And it can be something completely different for you than the person sitting next to you, but you both can be having this really great experience. And I think that that's the power of it.
And this cast seems like it's relatively young. I mean, there's a lot of really young people. These are first tours for a lot of these people.
Yeah, you know, the industry is moving in such a great direction with diversity in casting and in hiring and on all fronts. So we've got a relatively young cast and crew and musicians, and the vibrancy, the energy that's there is so palpable. You know, everyone is, I think, so excited to have this platform. For the cast, I know the story is so important to so many of us on a personal level. So there's a level of gratitude to even be touching this material, you know? And to be in a cast full of people of color is rare in musical theater. And to be able to travel to parts of the world that otherwise wouldn't have access to something like this. I think that what motivates us all on a united front is the fact that we are getting the opportunity to do something that is so precious and so needed. You know, the conversations that we have with our audiences afterwards are priceless because people are so appreciative of this moment, and we are equally.
You can catch The Color Purple at the Overture Hall today at 2 and 8 p.m. and then tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon and 6:30 in the evening. The film version is also back in theaters for just one day to celebrate its 35th anniversary this Sunday. Well, we all know Madison has a jam-packed restaurant scene, but it still is missing something. It has no Filipino restaurants. That's going to change this weekend when a unique pop-up opens its doors. We'll get a preview and a taste test, too, right after the break.
The Russ Darrow Auto Show Plus event. 0 to its signing, plus no payments for 90 days, plus 0% for 66 months. Drive this 2020 Kia Sportage for $264 per month. It's the Russ Darrow Madison Kia Auto Show Plus event on Odana Road in Madison.
One visit and you'll fall in love. A supper club you'll adore. 3 generations and a Wisconsin tradition for 75 years. The Del Bar since 1943. Wisconsin Dells.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. 25% off unadvertised items and sale items marked down even more. This sofa for just $398. This bed just $298 with base. This Sealy Posturepedic pillow top mattress for only $394. That's over $800 off. And did you know you get free shipping with no minimum? And most items can be in your home in a week. Hurry, the President's Sale ends soon at Slumberland Furniture.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my
my blood sugar and A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin. And Trulicity activates my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is for people with type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. I take it once a week. It starts acting in my body from the first dose.
Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, belly pain, and decreased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
The Russ Darrow Auto Show Plus event. 0 to its signing, plus no payments for 90 days, plus 0% for 66 months. Drive this 2020 Kia Sportage for $264 per month. It's the Russ Darrow Madison Kia Auto Show Plus event on Odana Road in Madison.
We were sure that we were one and done.
Only child families are growing faster than any other family type. But why? News 3 Now explores the trend and the research on only children, Monday at 10. When we hear a big storm's headed our way, some of us fall back into bed, some into fresh powder. It's all about knowing what to expect. Watch News 3 Now for an accurate first warn forecast so you can plan your perfect day.
Well, happy weekend. We're enjoying plenty of the sunshine out there, that's for sure. We will continue to see that sunshine as we go throughout the day. That's going to create an absolutely gorgeous weekend. But with the mild temperatures, there will be a lot of melting. So you can wash your car, but the moment you hit the road and that melting snow gets in the mix, your windshield's just going to be a whole mess. You don't even want to deal with that one. But then we could see more snow coming our direction next week. You're 5 minutes away from that full forecast. We'll break it all down.
Uh-oh, Chris, I just got my car washed. Bad timing. Well, more local news now. Filipino foods and flavors are taking over Pasture and Plenty this afternoon, and it's for a special reason. Our Christina Laurie joins us to explain.
Madison has a vibrant food scene, but one thing they're missing is a Filipino restaurant. Luckily, with the help of Cora and Marchel, you guys are helping fill that void this weekend with a really special event. Can you tell me what's happening this Sunday?
Yeah, so this event is called Filipino Foods and Flavors, and it's going to happen in one of the beautiful kitchen area that has a nice view called Passion and Plenty Restaurant. They're hosting us, and Pamara is the one who is kind of providing the chef and also the cuisine. Pamana is the Filipino-American Association of Madison and neighboring areas, and we are here to share culture, especially through food. You can never go to a Pamana event without food like this.
And speaking of food, we want to get right away to Cora. We want you to start cooking so you can get this done. What are you making this morning?
Well, I'm making the pancit, which is a traditional food for Filipino. We have a lot of varieties of how people make their pancit. This is my version, I claim, but you know, you can put anything like it's a noodle. Basically, it's a noodles and vegetables stir fry. So we just put some oil in here.
Okay. What kind of oil? Does it matter?
Well, it doesn't matter, but I'm using a canola oil right now because I think it's real healthy. What I do is I use the onion. I put the onion first because
you can hear the sizzle.
And you can smell it too. So we want to try to see how the onion is faring with this. Okay. Sorry, I'm really short, so sometimes I need to use.
I have a stool in my home when I cook.
Yeah, that's
really? Sometimes if you have to.
And then you put the garlic in.
Oh, yum. That makes it even smell better.
Yeah.
That's possible.
I like the smell of the garlic and the onion being sauteed, you know. And I like my onion to be a real caramelized, if you will.
Okay.
So.
And what else? What other vegetables?
And then you put the chicken.
Oh,
the chicken
okay.
first. This is chicken breast that I pre-sliced. So, and you want it to be in a lighter brown consistency, so you make sure that the chicken is cooked.
Yeah, you don't want to overcook it. And if you're vegetarian, can you omit the chicken? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can use tofu. You can use any kind of meat that you want. You know, you don't have to use chicken. You can use shrimp.
Is chicken pretty typical for Filipino cuisine?
Yeah, And it's also safer because most people will eat chicken, especially the white meat, you know, for health-conscious people, you know.
Yeah. One of the things we say in Pamana is that our children may have forgotten how to speak the Tagalog language, but they all know their pancit and their chicken adobo, which are kind of the things that we're going to feature at this event. Yes.
Yeah, the pancit also have something that implies long life because it's noodles. So,
and that's so true for every culture. You kind of learn about your own heritage through food. So that's what's missing here in Madison, that Filipino infusion.
Yeah.
So what else are we going to add to here? I know this isn't completely done yet.
We're going to add some soy sauce.
Okay.
But first, I just want to make sure that the chicken is cooked.
Yeah.
With the soy sauce.
With the magic of TV, I know you brought a finished product as well, because we we tend to run out of time. We can't do the whole dish. But
I know.
Typically, from start to finish, how long would this take?
Less than 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Depending on how your stove is working, so about 30 minutes.
So we're so thankful for Pastor and Plenty for hosting us. This is a fundraising event for us for the Cultural Education Committee, and what we really want is to share the culture, and food is one way to do that. We hold a lot of other cultural workshops to help teach our kids about the Filipino way, which they probably have forgotten since moving here to the States. But we're so lucky that we live in Madison. It's a very diverse community, and we can do this.
Yeah, and just real quickly to finish up here, at what point do you add the vegetables?
Well, now that we put in the chicken broth, you'll put the vegetable in and start with the carrots and celery.
Okay.
All together.
And then with the magic of TV, this is the finished product. It looks beautiful. It smells beautiful. We'll have the recipe up on our website, as well as all the information about the event that's happening at Pastor and Plenty. But thank you both so much for coming out here and sharing your culture with all of us, and hope you all can make it out to Pastor and Plenty this Sunday as well. Send it back to you, Keely.
Looks pretty good. Thank you, Christina. Pasture and Plenty is located at 2433 University Avenue. Filipino Foods and Flavors is happening from 1 until 3 p.m. You can find ticket information up on our website. Well, time right now, 8:45. You are taking a live look over the Capitol. Chris will have your full forecast next on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday. But first, let's take a look at who is turning 3 today. Happy birthday, Finley, and to all the other kids. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
All right then. Why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nuns? Seems to be reason number 151, which must be Nuns Boutique Selections. And maybe the big box prices? Ah, yeah. Best of both worlds. Just like at the big box. Oh, maybe not. So why should you choose Nuns? Isn't it obvious? Nuns. Kitchen, bath, and flooring.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It is another day of seeing those temperatures that are warmer now than they were 24 hours ago. We'll see that trend continue as we go through the rest of the afternoon into this evening and tonight as well. We're 14 degrees warmer this morning as opposed to yesterday morning, 17 degrees warmer as you work your way into Milwaukee. And the reason for this is we are still seeing those winds that are out of the south and west, folks. Sustained at 7 in Madison, sustained at 13 as you work your way down through parts of north central Illinois. We will continue to see these winds pick up just a little bit as we go through the day, and it's going to begin to eat into the snowpack, which is about 9 to 15 inches from Madison and points towards the north and west. Further towards Milwaukee, that snowpack is less than an inch in some spots. So by the time this weekend is over, they're going to see bare ground. But part of why I'm confident in the snowpack decreasing is because once you work your way towards I-80 and south, the snowpack is practically gone at that point. And so the winds that are coming our direction are blowing over bare ground. That allows those winds to warm up the temperature a lot more and really melt the snow that's on the ground just to the north of that. So that's what we're going to be seeing as we go through today. Some of that snow might be starting to melt just due to the sunlight, even though temperatures are in the mid-20s, but that melting really won't take place until we get you into the afternoon. Once again, because that southwest wind sticks around. 26 in Madison, Janesville at 27, 30 as you begin to head out the door in Waukesha right now, and our friends in Kenosha are already at that freezing mark. Watch out, temperatures continue to warm up. This is lunchtime. The temperature is right at 34 degrees. We continue to warm up into the low 40s as we move into the afternoon. I want to show you what happens overnight. So here we are, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Temperatures are still in the upper 20s to right around 30. What's going to happen at this point is there's going to be a little bit of fog. How quickly that fog burns off truly does determine temperatures as we head into tomorrow afternoon. But I still expect that fog to burn off quickly with the southwest wind, and we'll see those temperatures going a little bit deeper into the 40s. We can thank high pressure sliding towards our south and east, sending that southwesterly wind our direction for keeping things warmer as we go into the weekend. But this next storm system begins to come our direction early next week. Watch how the clouds begin to increase Sunday afternoon. Then we move into Monday. We've been following Monday closely and trying to figure out the question as to whether or not the system on Monday would be further towards the north or further towards the south. My confidence is increased that Monday system will be further towards the south. So I've actually removed the precipitation chances from the forecast there. It's the secondary area of low pressure that comes in behind that one, and I'm a little bit more confident that we're going to be just a smidge colder for all snow as we move into Tuesday and Wednesday. One of the things I will say is that the snow system won't miss to the north. It's either here or it's going to be towards the south. And right now, the models are focusing in on northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin for the greatest concentration of where you can see some accumulation there. So we do have those snow chances for Tuesday and Wednesday. No alert days at the moment. Sunshine returns by next weekend, but those temperatures will be in the 20s and 30s.
I love it. I'm so excited for today. Are you doing, well, I love Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Are you going outside? Do you have any fun plans?
I'll be outside today.
But it will be soupy, right? So people need to maybe wear like.
I'll need my boots.
Yeah.
You know, not the nice shoes, but it'll be fun to be outside.
It will. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, we have been asking you to share your morning with us. And speaking of sun, check out this gorgeous sunrise sent in from Liz from Clinton, Wisconsin. Thank you so much for sharing, Liz. What does your morning look like? You can take a picture and post it on the Channel 3000 Facebook page or on Twitter using the hashtag MyNews3Morning. We'll share our favorites right here on the show. Well, we love having the folks from Cousin Subs on the morning show, and tomorrow they're swapping sandwiches for scholarships, talking about ones local students can apply for right now. But first, finding a new life through music. We'll take you to the small Midwestern shop where music is being made with power tools and sandpaper. We're back in a moment.
It's the Russ Darrow Auto Show Plus event. During this event, we have plussed our new Ram inventory. And you can save over $14,000 off. Plus, get no payments for 90 days. Plus, $500 more for your trade. It's the Auto Show Plus event going on now at Russ Darrow Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Shop the final days of Grand Appliance and TV's President's Day sale. Save with extended sale pricing and an extra 5% rebate available exclusively at Grand Appliance. Get unbeatable deals like this Samsung 4-piece kitchen with counter depth fridge and convection range for just $23.28. Appliance deals no one can beat. Exclusively at Grand Appliance and TV. Shop grandappliance.com or the store nearest you to save. You make it home, we make it grand.
Switch to US Cellular now and get 50% off select smartphones, like the Samsung Galaxy S10e or the Google Pixel 4. Decisions. Amazing phone or amazing phone? Or one of these amazing phones. 50% off. An offer this good is a no-brainer, but choosing, ooh, so hard. Sorry about offering you so many amazing phones at 50% off. Our bad, but good for you. Now that's fair. US Cellular. Choose fair.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
It's the Russ Darrow Auto Show Plus event. Buy a popular SUV for only $225 per month. We have a Cherokee, plus a Ford Escape, plus a Kia Sorento. It's your choice and it's just $225 a month. Visit Russ Darrow Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram during our Auto Show Plus event.
Welcome back. For many, music is an escape, but for the people you are about to meet, music is providing a whole new pathway to life.
Don Daler reports from Hinman, Kentucky.
Here on the banks of Troublesome Creek, music is being made with power tools and sandpaper.
That's all. I believe that's got it.
Tabitha Mosley is learning how to make a ukulele.
This is just the beginning. This is just the start. Kind of like my life.
This school is part of a program designed to give people like Mosley a second chance.
Making it helps keep me focused.
An addiction to opioids forced her to give up her 4 children more than a year ago. Making instruments is helping her heal.
It's teaching me how to build things. Then it's going to bring joy to somebody else.
Music has deep roots in this part of Appalachia, but so do poverty, drugs, and alcohol abuse.
I've lost family and friends to addiction.
Doug Naselroad runs a nonprofit instrument company close to the school. 2 of his craftsmen are recovering addicts.
There's clinical evidence that when people apply their hands to a task that demands concentration, it actually begins to rewire the brain.
This isn't necessarily the cure for addiction, but it can be a part of that.
We think of it more as a hedge against recidivism.
Mosley's now 16 months sober and back with her children. She sees the ukulele emerging in her hands as instrumental to her future.
And it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Don Daler, CBS News, Hinman, Kentucky.
All right, if people want to get outside, they should do it today.
Do it today, wear the boots. Things are going to be very soupy.
Soupy.
If you will. You know, typically we say that term around like summer when it's really hot and humid. This time it's just the melting snow is going to add the moisture, the salt's going to get unstopped, your windshield's going to be all kinds of a hot mess. But at least it's sunny out there, so enjoy the sunshine. Temperatures will be in the 40s today and tomorrow. before winter returns early next week. And I'll tell you what, the first 5 days of that forecast are the warmest 5 before the cold.
All right, well, enjoy today. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.